And hello and welcome to Switch Joy-Con reshelling with Yuririn. Hello. We are very close up today. Big hands today. Big love. Big hands. Hello. Because we're gonna be doing something so small today. Oh my goodness. Hello. How are you guys doing today? How are we feeling? Are we excited? Have we recovered from the 12-hour stream? I thought I had, but now that I say so, now I realize why I am so tired today. Today is a day in which I was so tired. I was very eepy today, but it's okay. It's all good. I was able to rest up quite a bit, so I'm ready for Joy-Con reshelling. But I had a dance lesson yesterday, so that was kind of intense. But it was a fun time, so yeah, had a good time. Had a very good time. And now we are here, ready for some Joy-Con reshelling. I just hope my camera will hold up. But hello. I'm very excited about this, actually. Very, very excited. Today, finally, we're going to do Joy-Con reshelling. I've told you guys about this before, that I like to do this, that this is something that I wanted to get into more, and I have a very, very kind friend that trusts me with her Switch Joy-Cons, the classic blue and red ones, and we have some new shells. So before we start actually working on it, let me just quickly explain what we're going to be doing. Today's shells are sponsored by my friend who wanted them reshelled, and I wanted to reshell some more Joy-Cons, so it was a perfect opportunity for both of us. I have here some tools, some things that we're going to be using. First and foremost, probably the most important, is the new shells and new buttons that we got from Extreme Rate. So the buttons are all going to be gold, very cool gold color. We're going to be using them later on. The shells are right here. Let's just get into it. So the red one will turn into this shell. They're kind of Zelda inspired, right? Very, very Zelda. And the left one is going to look like this. So it's going to look super cool and fancy, especially with the gold buttons, I think. So that's what we're going to be putting on there. I think that's going to be very cool looking. So I'm excited to reshell them. I wish it was a sponsored stream, but it's not. But my friend bought these from Extreme Rate. I bought mine from Extreme Rate as well. Extreme Rate is, I think, a very good brand, very good shop to buy Joy-Con shells at. Oh, it's good looking. They feel very soft to the touch. They're kind of like this matte, finish, I guess. It feels really nice, although I can't feel it with the gloves on, but I felt them before, obviously. And the sets come with the Joy-Con set. This is a full set, also comes with the Switch backing. I can show you guys the Switch backing. We'll not be doing that today because I actually don't have my friend's Switch here. I only have the Joy-Cons, but look at the backing. Isn't that beautiful? It's very pretty, right? You can kind of like see the Sheikah eyes there and all the cool stuff. A lot of triangles. The sword. It's really cool looking. So that's what it's going to be eventually. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're focusing on Joy-Cons. You say soft, do they feel much different from the regular Joy-Con shell? I think not really. They feel, in my opinion, a little bit softer, but maybe that's just in my head. I don't know. It's not super soft, but they're not like shiny and like a shiny finish like mine are. I can show you guys. I can't really show you guys mine. They're kind of like stuck in my Switch right now, but I reshelled mine a while ago to this like marble pink and purple. You know what? I will grab them. Wait, just a second. They're in covers though, so I gotta take off the covers and gotta be very careful because my buttons are also gold, but mine are very reflective. So we're gonna be careful with that. I'm gonna take them out of their covers, but they're in there very tight. So because I painted a cover for my Switch as well. I like it customizing like Switch stuff. So I will be showing mine. These are mine. These are my Joy-Cons. As you can see, they have a shiny finish, so they're kind of like, I wouldn't say slippery, but they feel different. They feel different. I have a cover on them at all times though, so you can't really, they're not really, you don't really feel them, but they look nice, right? Like pink and purple marble. I'm holding them a little awkwardly because the buttons are so reflective, but yeah, that's what I work with. That's what I did before, so those are mine, but we're gonna be doing a new pair today. Yippee! And if this is fun, maybe we can do it again in the future. Anyway, the set that we got, or my friend got, consists of the Joy-Cons, the buttons came with it, the Switch backing that we're not going to be using today, and it came with a lot of extra screws and springs in case we need them. It comes with a screwdriver as well, a screwdriver with two different screwdriver heads. We're not going to be using this screwdriver because from what I've learned, they might strip the screws. And in case you don't know what stripping screws is, a screw has like this little, you see the little plus thingy? When you strip a screw, that means that you kind of like shave away the metal on the inside, so it turns into a circle, and then you can no longer unscrew the screw. So we don't want to do that, and that generally happens when your screwdriver is a little too big for the screw. Or when it's just not high enough quality. Sounds very, very like, I don't know, kind of uptight when I say it like that, but I have a special screw set. This is also not sponsored, but it's by iFixit. It was recommended to me by Mitsuki, my friend Mitsuki, because my friend Mitsuki is the one who got me into this stuff. So I'm sporting the Mitsuki gear. It's the iFixit screwdriver set, and also I have iFixit tweezers. These are all metal tweezers, so you gotta be careful with them as to not use them on batteries and stuff. You'll see in a bit that we're gonna whip out the battery. I'm gonna do that with one of my ukulele picks. I don't have one of those handy separator things, but because this is also thin and also comes in like a triangle shape, it will work perfectly. It's because the battery is stuck to the Joy-Con itself, so you gotta whip it out really carefully. I'll tell you guys all about it once we get there. And it comes with some extra stickies, extra things that you can... Hello, cat? An extra filling that you could put with your joysticks and stuff. I don't know if we're going to be using those. We'll see. So, before we get started, let me just tell you, we have these two Joy-Cons. We're going to start with the blue one, because generally, the blue one is a little bit easier. The left Joy-Con is a little bit easier to do, because the, I don't think you can really see it, but the red one has, like the little monitor reader for Amiibo, so it's a little bit harder to unscrew. So we're just gonna start with the blue one, and then the red one should be a breeze. I will say I have a video here just in case I kind of don't know what to do, because it's only my second time I'm doing this. I've seen it multiple times, but I wanted to keep the video on hand just in case, because I want to be careful, you know. I don't want to mess this up. So we're going to be taking this slow and like slowly doing this. I'm going to keep this here for all the screws that come out. It's nice that they come with new screws, but as long as we can reuse the screws, that might be better. The screwdriver set comes with a lot of different bits that you can put in. The little screws on the back of the Joy-Cons are Y-shaped. I don't know if you would call it that in English as well. So we're just gonna take our smallest Y-shaped bit and stick it in the screwdriver. This is a magnetic one, so it's really easy to pop in and out. And we're carefully going to unscrew the back. So yeah, you stripped a screw on a tiny laptop, had to use a drill to get it out. The thing is, the first time I tried, okay, I'm gonna take one bigger. I can already feel that I would like to take one bigger. The first time I tried to reshell my Joy-Cons, I actually stripped the screws as well, because we used a different screwdriver set. And after that, I sent them in to Nintendo, and because they also had Joy-Con drift, they fixed the drift for me, and then that's it. I'm afraid I might have to take another one bigger. It's kind of trial and error, this. Not that well versed on screws. This might be the best one. The third size. Yeah, okay. That feels a lot better. Okay. You gotta be very careful as to not strip the screws, because that would be a problem. Then we can no longer open it. Alright, this is going well. Okay, so it's the third size that we need. That's number one. I'll put it in one of these little thingies so we don't lose it. We can reuse it at the end, even though we still have extras, but it's always nicer to just use the ones that were in there from the beginning. So we're going to take out the back 4 screws, a little more, and then we can carefully open up the Joy-Con. It's a little bit stressful because these are not my Joy-Cons, so if I mess it up, I mess up my friend's Joy-Cons, which would feel really bad. But I don't think I will mess it up. We're gonna take it slow, just be careful with it, and I'll keep the video on hand if I don't know what to do. Overall, the Switch Joy-Cons are pretty simple. But there's still some things that can go wrong, so you gotta be careful. Alright, we've gotten the screws loose. Screws are loose! And then it is important to take the Joy-Con apart from this side, the outside basically, because they're connected with ribbon cables on this side, and we don't want to rip the ribbon cables. If you can't really wiggle it loose with nails, you might want to use a separator, or in my case I'm using a ukulele pick. You can kind of see it fits perfectly, so you can carefully wiggle it loose. It will be a little bit sticky because these don't like to be opened. You carefully wiggle it loose. You can kind of feel that it's coming off, and then you can fold it open like so. Carefully separate the two. You can see the ribbon cables here. You don't want to damage those, so we gotta be very careful with them. But as you can see, you can kind of fold this one open, which is very, very nice. Then what we gotta do is change the screwdriver. We gotta change it to a different size. I'll put this to the back a little bit more. Put this to there. Oh great, cat's pooping. That's awesome. Because the rest of the screws are all plus screws. So we're just gonna take our little plus one. I think this one. This one has 4 little plus shaped. You can't really see it. You can see it a little bit. You gotta be careful here. But I think the first thing we're gonna be doing is, it doesn't really matter that much. You can kind of take things off separately, but we're just gonna follow the video that I have here, which first takes off this backing. So we're gonna carefully take out these screws, the silver ones. Carefully take these out. Put them in the little thing I have here. That's one. Should be another. Or not. I think that might have been the only one. You gotta be careful. Okay, you can see it had a little bit of a sticky residue here because they stick it on really well. And this is the button that's in the back. Can kind of set this aside if we want to use it later, you can. If you want to just clean your Joy-Cons, you can also do that now. Like especially if you take the button out. You can just, this is just plastic, you could clean this. And clean the buttons. If you get a second-hand Joy-Con and it's kind of like crusty, and you want to clean it out, and that's when you would do that and how you would do that. I did that with my Game Boy Advanced, and Mitsuki did it for my Switch Pro Controller as well. It's time to whip out the battery. It's kind of scary. The battery is attached with these wires here, so we don't want to like ruin them. You can see this is kind of open, and the battery is usually stuck to the bottom with a little bit of adhesive. This one is not strong at all, so I can basically just carefully stuck to the side a little bit on that side. But it has a little bit of adhesive here, you can kind of see. We got to be careful about that. And it has some adhesive in the corner. So we're carefully going to like wiggle it loose. See if we can kind of like get that adhesive off. There we go. You can see that little adhesive there. You can put the battery to the side and that should all be good. You can replace the battery if you want to. We're not doing that today, but then you would take out more things. So now, what we're going to be doing is taking this part off, which are these golden screws that you see on the inside. We're going to take this one, and this sneaky one here in the corner. So that's what we're going to be doing. Are you intrigued? Guys, is this hot? Is it hot if a... I always thought like this was such an attractive thing. I don't know. I always see this like modding and like taking these things apart as such an attractive thing. Am I attractive now? Guys, am I attractive? I don't know, don't tell Mitsuki, but Mitsuki is very attractive when she talks about these things. Mitsuki is, my friend Mitsuki, for those of you who don't know, Mitsuki played Monster Hunter with me. And Mitsuki is the one that got me into these things. And, Mitsuki is very knowledgeable on these things, much more than I am. Basically, all I know, I've learned from Mitsuki, so, I don't know why, but I suddenly feel weird. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say these things. Alright, now we took the middle part off. We should be able to, carefully, again, because this still here is also, there's a tiny ribbon cable, as you can see. So we want to pull it from the inside out. And be careful with that ribbon cable here, as to not damage it. I think we can slowly take it out, but I will check the video real quick. Woo! Bumped into my camera. Okay, we're gonna just put this to the side for a bit. Ribbon cables are strong but fragile, so it's kind of Alright, now we gotta take out these two silver screws that are holding the main frame. I always think this looks so cool, don't you guys think? It's so nice and detailed. I think it's such a cool thing when I think about, like, there was a time when someone must have designed this. Someone must have thought of this and thought, yeah, this is what I'm going to be making. This is how computers work. We're going to make this. Someone has designed this. People made this. That's insane to me. I feel like that sometimes when I look at, like, buildings as well. Am I crazy for thinking that? I don't know. It feels kind of weird, you know? Alright, when we've done that, we're going to take off these 3 silver screws here to take out that button. And carefully the silver screws should all be the same, so you can save them in the same part. There are a few different types of screws. You've got the silver ones, the gold ones, and the black ones in the back. You should just keep these 3 separated, but other than that, you can basically do anything. It's really fun to see which parts are which part, because you can see this part that we have here that we just took off. This is the part, this tiny little button thingy is what clicks when you press the button. I can show you guys up close in a bit when I take off the rest of this. What gives that clicky effect to the button when you press it. I want to show you guys, but I gotta be careful. There's a little button, a little ribbon cable there as well. I might be able to show you later on. Now when we take out this button, be careful because there's a spring in there. We can reuse that one, so you can take it off and save it as well. Again, this set comes with new springs, but if it doesn't come with new springs, you might want to keep that. This button, in this case, is going to be replaced, so we can also put it aside because we're going to put in a gold one later. So this is what we take off, and we got to be careful with the ribbon cables. There are lots of ribbon cables. Again, for those who don't know, ribbon cables are these brownish, reddish, brownish cables that we got to be very careful with. And we're removing these so we can reach carefully, put it aside, and reach these gold screws here because we got to take the joystick out now. So we carefully hold it aside. It's a little bit hard, especially if the screw is a little bit tight. Be careful about this. I like doing this one first just so I have more to hold on to. Another gold screw, put it with the other gold screws, and this one. And that silver square that we see is the back of the joystick, Joy-Con joystick. If you want to replace that, this is when and how you do it. If you want to fully replace it, you can take it off with like taking this ribbon cable out, and then you should be able to replace it. We're not going to replace the joysticks in this case, so we can keep it attached to the mainframe, I guess. But if you want to replace them, this is where you take them out of this part and kind of like rip them apart. Now we're going to remove this white part here. This is the part actually that rumbles. It's really funny. This is the rumbler. So whenever your joysticks like react to the game and they rumble, this is the part that moves. So that it's really fun to know like what parts do what. And this one is also going to be a little bit sticky because they have glued it to the Joy-Con shell. So we got to be careful removing it. There we go. It's all loose. And then we should be able to carefully... You got to be careful here because, and I will show you in a bit. Ta-da! This looks very scary, but it's going to be fine. Now we have some things left over. We have these little plastic parts. We want to save these because we want these rubber parts. We are going to reuse them. So these should be saved. All these are the backings of the buttons. And we would like to save them. These black things, you can just kind of like push them out. These are all the buttons. Again, in this case, we're going to be replacing all of them, so I can set them aside. If you want to reuse them and just have the black ones, then that's completely fine. And we want to take off this little dust bar thingy. The easiest way to do that is by using tweezers. I like to use these because these are bent, so you can kind of like carefully do this. The way I was wiggling it just now, the rest is to take the Joy-Con through this. You gotta be careful not to rip it. You can see that there's a little bit of dust buildup and stuff that just happens to everyone's Joy-Cons. But these are gonna be put into a new shell, all clean. I did not break this. This is what it does. This is just how it's shaped. So don't worry, I didn't break anything. It's that's just how it looks. It has that little cut in the middle so you can take it out. All right, we're gonna save this one too. So we put it aside here as well. Carefully. It's a little bit sticky, so. And then we have the little front of the shell. We can toss that out if we don't use it anymore. So that's all good, all good. It looks really scary now, doesn't it, huh? It looks really scary. It looks very scary. Now we just have these parts left over, and we do want to take this part as well. But, or do we? Yeah, we do. I just gotta check real quick if we do. Yep, we have a new part. So we're gonna have to kind of like set up the new Joy-Con now. We can kind of like let this rest for a bit, set it aside. We take the new Joy-Con. This one has a few parts. It has the 3 plastic parts, the front, the back, and like the middle part. The middle part is like holding it all together, and it's also that little part in between these buttons. If you want to change that out and have a different color, you can. In this case, it's just black, just like the rest of the Joy-Con. It looks nice. So we're going to insert the buttons, and this is the left joystick, so we're going to take the arrow buttons and the minus and the screenshot button, I think. What would you call that button? I don't know, but we're going to insert them all carefully. Emptied it out. Put the ones I don't need there, and then we'll carefully take these out. It's all going to be fine. We're going to do that to these as well in a bit, so we can change these to these buttons as well. But we'll do that in a little bit. First, we'll prep this one. So we're going to need the arrow buttons. I think we can just twist them out. Otherwise, I'll get my little Gundam nipper, but I think it's fine. It's all cool. You can carefully twist them out of the frame. Yeah, Gunpla Joy-Con. It does remind me of Gunpla too, yeah. So this one, and this one. And then we're going to need this little guy. And the minus button. And we shall carefully insert them. This might be a little finicky because they like to jump out again. So we just gotta carefully insert them. The minus button only fits one way. So you kind of have to check because it has this weird shape. You kind of have to check with the button guards as well, like what works best. Kind of see if I can just insert it. It's a little finicky. If it doesn't work, you can always use the tweezers. Again, with the tweezers, if you want to use tweezers, be my guest, but just don't use metal tweezers on anything electronic, okay? This is where the Gunpla practice comes in handy. Truly, truly. I'm gonna insert this button. Turn it around. Carefully insert it. You can put the guard on top in a bit. These guards. And we could do that now. Can we get this little hair off? You can see how it already wants to jump out at me. And this should help it stay down. Get this little hair out of there. There we go. Carefully put this on. Should stay beautifully. We'll put the one for the home button on. It's not the home button. The home button's on the other side, but this is like the screenshot button. We got this one. And now we gotta insert the arrow keys. And as you can see, it has like little notches and stuff, so you should not be able to put them in the wrong way. And because it's arrows, it doesn't really matter which one goes where. With the A, B, Y, and X, you gotta be a little bit more careful. But here we can just wiggle them until they fit. And then we check on the other side. And if it, ooh, this one doesn't go there. It goes the other way around. Upside down. There we go. And then this one goes here. And then that one goes like so. We can put the little cover on. And then, if you want to check can hold them all. You can see how beautiful these buttons are gonna look. Wow! Isn't that gorgeous? We're doing surgery on a Joy-Con. Kinda, yeah. And we want to put the little guard back. A little dust guard. Yeah. So put it back the way we found it. Which is just, it has these little holes as like markers. So that's perfect. And with like a little residue stickiness that it still had. Kind of put it back on there. We could choose to maybe put a little bit of double-sided tape in there. I think I will do that. I'll quickly grab some double-sided tape that I have. Just for some tiny, tiny parts. And I have very sticky double-sided tape, so we gotta be a little bit careful with it. But we mostly want things like the rumble part and stuff to stick later on. So we're gonna carefully cut those. I have really tiny scissors. Alright. And then I can just cut really tiny piece of double-sided tape. So you can see we have a tiny piece. It's very sticky. If we want this to stick well, put it on the back. You can kind of see that residue on the other side. I'll put another little piece. Ooh, you can't see that there. Put another very tiny piece. Something very thin. Me in a few months, how did you not know my master's was in Nintendo modding? I wish. Accidentally took off the backing of the double-sided tape already, so we're just gonna stick this little part here. I'm gonna do it with the scissors, hold it down so it doesn't stick to my fingies. And then here, all we need to do is take off the little top layer. There we go. And then it should stick back to the top beautifully. Oh no, not my buttons. Okay, carefully place it before we push it down a little bit to stick. There we go. You can see that now it sticks beautifully. It's not moving as much. Okay, perfect. We got this part. See? See how nicely that's done? Just put it back the way we found it, you know? Okay, we prep this side. Gonna be careful that the buttons still fit in well. You can kind of set it aside for now. We shall carefully turn this part around. I always worry about like moving these parts because we're gonna take out this button. This is kind of a tricky one because it's also sticky and it has two springs in there. So you gotta be careful as you take it off that you don't break anything and that the springs will go flying everywhere. So we gotta be a little careful with that one. I might want to use the pick that I have. Carefully wiggle it loose. Again, this is a plastic pick. Please use plastic, only plastic, no metals. This is a tricky part. This is also the hardest part to put back, in my experience. Come on, come loose. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to remove. You gotta be careful, but it's so hard. Okay. I want to carefully remove it. I'm gonna try removing it with just putting my nails behind it. Come on. Careful. There we go. Okay, one of the springs fell out in my hand, so that's cool. One, the other one's still stuck in there. Two, and then we have this button here. It's like, the springs are really annoying to put back. You'll see in a bit, that's probably what I'm gonna be struggling with the most. And then we can take out the last silver screw here to replace that middle part. So we're gonna be taking this off. Put the silver screw with the other silver screws, and then we can carefully, as long as we don't damage it. Oh goodness. I hope it's not damaged. We don't damage it too much. I'm gonna carefully see. Better in the hand than on the floor, honestly. I have some extras, but still. Careful. It would be better to have plastic tweezers, but I don't have plastic tweezers. Be very careful. There we go. See, last part. Also here, something fun about this part. This is a little sticker. This is a good sign. It's white with red dots. If it's fully pink or red, that means that there's been water on it. So this Joy-Con has no water damage. Yay! Never water damaged. That's good. That's good. All right, before we put it back in the mainframe, what we're going to be doing is, we're going to put it back in the new Joy-Con. We're going to take this part apart to insert the new buttons, the new side buttons. And this is just a quick intermission. Can we see the sticker get wet? Maybe I can do that. Let me see if I can do that for you. I gotta be careful about it though. Because I don't want to make anything else wet. But I can make the sticker wet. I have my bottle of water and it comes with a straw, so that should work perfectly. Once again, for reference, this is what the sticker looks like now. I don't know if it's gonna work immediately though. I put some water on it. Put my water back. Kind of, I will dry it off real quick. And you can see that now, I know it's a little bit wet, but the dots kind of start bleeding. You see that? Come on, focus. You see how the dots start bleeding? They're not as sharp as they used to be. And it starts bleeding. So you can see that there's been water on there now. But I'm only doing this because we're not going to use these covers anymore, so it's fine. But that's how you can see whether your Joy-Cons have been water damaged or not. Alright, return to this part. We're going to carefully take this out so we can reach the buttons underneath. This is a stressful part. We take these out, take the inner parts out because we want to keep them, and I'm going to do them one by one so I don't forget which one. We need SL, which is one of these. SL. Let me put this one back in. The SL button. There we go. Let me put it back in. Can only put it up with like this side up. And you can see the SL will have one little notch and the SR will have two. Now we've replaced this button. Can set it aside. You don't have to do this, but I find that it gives it a nice finish. It looks really nice. And because we got the buttons with it, I mean, why not? This is 2. This is going to be SR. So we take one of the SR buttons. We put the little card in there. Ooh. Come on. Take this little piece off. That's not supposed to be there. There we go. And then carefully put it back in. Come on. Get into place. There we go. Easy. And now we just gotta put this part back. We just put it back immediately because I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble later on. So I want to, this part I want to put back as soon as possible. Kind of have to align it again. And it was stuck with gold screws. So we carefully take the gold screw, take one of the gold screws. And if your screwdriver is magnetic like mine, that's perfect because you can stick it on top and then just screw it back in. So we're gonna carefully screw it back in. They should fall right into place. So don't put any pressure on it. You will feel when you put them in right. You will feel them kind of like, you will feel it. You'll feel them kind of click into place. Ah. Oh god. Have you tasted one of the Switch cartridges? I have. I've tasted them before, but they're really bitter, yeah. So that kids don't eat them. They taste like the nail polish that you put on your nails when you're trying to stop nail biting. Why do I know that? Because I used to be an avid nail biter, so I have used those nail polishes. There we go. I don't really like how this one's sitting. I'm gonna take this one off just to like carefully put it back in. Didn't really like how it was looking there. There we go, that's better. Button wasn't in right. All right. Now we've replaced these. Look at that. See? You can see the SL and SR. Can't really push them that well yet. They don't, ooh. They don't stick out as much as I wanted them to. Let me quickly check the regular one. I might want to open this up again just to check and see if I did it right. Ooh. Careful. I'm going to open these up just to check if the buttons are in right. If I did it right, because I feel like I didn't. Hi Croco, welcome! It's going well. We're gonna check on the buttons real quick because I feel like they're not in completely right. Might be a little bit deeper. Okay. Oh! Pulled it out as I was trying to put it back in. Okay. It should be good now. Just want to check. It's not a bad thing. I mean, you can always like reopen it and redo it, but I'd rather do it right the first time than have to redo it later on. Feel it click in there. To help you feel that click, by the way, you can also like twist it the other way. And then you can kind of feel it click into place and then just screw it down. That's the best way. If you don't want to screw it in like sideways or anything accidentally, what you do is like you stick the screwdriver in, twist it the other way, twist it the left way, wait for it to feel like a tiny little click, and then you can carefully screw it in. Because then it will be in straight instead of like kind of sideways. All right, we got these fixed. That's good. So now we're gonna have to fill. this part. And that's the part that scares me a little bit. I mean, not this part, this part. It's the part that scares me a little bit. Because we're gonna have to carefully, like, reinsert everything. Okay, the rumble part is still sticky. So that's good. That's good to know. And carefully reinsert everything. The most important part is to just not damage the freaking ribbon cables. And that's scary. To put the Joy-Con back in, it's kind of finicky. You want to kind of like push it sideways and then carefully push it back in until it goes through that Joy-Con hole, you know? That's the tricky part here. Also, don't damage the ribbon cables. And then carefully place everything. It should all kind of slide into place, but you need to help it a little bit. With the rumble part, especially, you gotta kind of feel if it sticks. It's sticky again, so all good. All good. And then, carefully put it back. Come on, Mr. Joy-Con. Mr. Joystick, just get back in. We want you to get back in. Come on. Come on! Okay. Okay. Carefully sliding it back in place. Doesn't really want to fit right. You gotta be careful with it. It's so hard. It's so hard to get it in. Okay, I should phrase things differently. But alright. When you've carefully done this, you can take 2 of the silver screws to screw back in to that mainframe. Carefully put them in. You gotta, oh man, you can't really set it down, which is very annoying because that means that the joystick will kind of jump out again. We hate to see it. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna set it on this side carefully. Try to kind of balance it here. So I can at least insert that Joy-Con and let go of my freaking thing. Okay. Wiggle everything into place. Should all be right. It should be right. So, we're gonna reinsert this screw. Again, twist it the other way. Kind of feel that clicky thing. Why is it not working? Just do what I want. Just do what I want, please. I'll try this one first. Come on. Just reinsert yourself. Why are you not aligned? You bitch. Why are you not aligned? The joystick does not seem to be making joy right now, honestly. It doesn't want to work with me. Work with me, not against me, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just insert yourself the right way, come on. Oh, I see the problem. I see the problem. I see the problem. The buttons have kind of moved Ugh! The buttons underneath have moved themselves. Okay. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm just gonna quickly fix this. The buttons moved out of their right position. Very annoying. These annoying little guys. Gotta put them back in, make sure that they're flat. And then put this back in. Hold it. And carefully reinsert everything. It should be a little bit flatter then. Oh god. Stupid freaking Joy-Con. I can't! There we go. Okay, it should be right now. Well, let's give it another try. Yeah, now it wants to go in. Okay. All right. And it's a little bit of a finicky thing, but it works. This little screw escaped. I saw that. I see you. Okay, so we're gonna screw this one. Hot glue will keep those buttons into place. Yeah, sure. Use a little bit of hot glue. No biggie. Dude, come on. You're not gonna tell me that this side is not aligned. Oh, goodness. Just do what I want, buttons. Come on. Come on. Please. Just do what I ask you to. Could you please? Oh. This is a little bit frustrating. The screw doesn't want to insert itself where it should, which is quite annoying, but okay. We'll get it, we'll get it. We'll get it eventually. I'll rest this on top of this. After this, we should re-screw in the joystick and it should be fine, but the joystick shall be returned. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. Now reattach the joystick. Just carefully put it like that. And this one has gold screws. If you don't remember, you can look up what screws go where. One gold screw goes here. And the other one goes under the ribbon cable, remember? Oh, I took the dust cover off. I whipped it off. The little minus button. That's fine. We can realign it. That's okay. Yeah. Come on. This one isn't going to do the same thing, are you? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna revisit our minus button. Carefully take this part back. There we go. Okay, we've reattached the joystick. Let's go. I whipped it off. I did. All right, now the ribbon button goes back. That's, oh, thank God. This little thing goes back. So that's very nice. That is 3 silver screws that we need here. So first, let's insert this one. That is 1. We don't want to make them too tight, but just tight enough, you know? Just tight enough. Not too tight, just tight enough. You don't want to like push them in. This one, it's hard to see because it's black, a black background, but we're gonna carefully reinsert 2 more silver screws to this part. You can kind of see that one goes here, and the other goes on the other side, like diagonally. As long as you get one in, usually the second one is a lot easier. So that's nice. Keep the other ribbon cable out of the way. Oof. That is one ribbon out of the way. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Now that's reattached. Yippee! Yippee! And this is, again, this little part is like the little clicker. And now we're gonna reinsert, or insert, I guess, the L button. We're taking an L for the team. And the L has a little spring. The little spring goes on this little tiny plus-shaped thingy. You can replace them or just reuse them. I like reusing. And it goes into that little part here. You can see it fits perfectly. See? And we have a little, and this is where you can see that little black part here, right here. If I push down on this button, that's what clicks. So you can kind of already feel it click. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't think you can, but that's where it clicks. Sorry for the camera movement. Now we're gonna get the middle frame in. That's always a little bit scary, in my opinion, because you gotta be a little bit careful. But we want to insert this one, and it's really nice because you can kind of see this little square. That's where we're gonna put this ribbon cable. So we want to carefully hold it down. Again, don't use metal tweezers here. Just carefully reinsert this part, and you can see where the hole is for the little silver screw that we have for it. The silver screws are a little bit shorter than the gold ones, so that's why. These go here. Ah, come on. There we go. Carefully insert it here. What? Screw it back on. Kind of hold it, try to hold it in place as you do, which is very hard. I'm gonna try again. Those ribbon cables, man, they have a will of their own. Okay, retry. Come on. Come on. Just do what I ask of you. Reattach yourself. Come on. Come on, silver screw. I ask only one thing of you. Okay, this screw does not want to reattach itself. That's fine. We'll take the other silver screw then that I have. Maybe this one wants to cooperate. Look, silver screws, it's not size that matters. True. I insulted them and now they don't want to cooperate anymore, huh? Sorry, silver screws. Didn't mean it that way. You're the perfect size, actually. Perfect. Don't tell the gold screws, but I like you more than them. Oh! Immediately it listens to me. I knew it. I knew it would work. There. Silver screws back in. Okay. Oh, stressful. Okay, now we're gonna do the hellish button. The button I hate the most to insert. The ZL button. Or ZL. If you wanna... No, that's CR. Because this one has 2 springs. And they are hellish to put in. They go on these little thingies. And this is a bit of a struggle. That's where the springs go. You can see on here as well. This is how the button should be aligned. And you'd think it would be easy. You kind of have to view it from the side. Carefully insert the little holes. The little pins. And it's hell. It's truly, it's hell. I hate this part. Because it's hard to see. Okay. And if these are not aligned properly, you can't use this button. And it's kind of hard to click in. Ah! I hate this button the most. It's the worst part of Joy-Con reshelling. Is this button. Okay, I clicked it in. Now all you need to do is check if the springs are properly aligned. But I think they are. Wow! First try, let's go. That's nice. When I did my own Joy-Cons, this did not work that well. Did not work out that well. Okay, then we should be able to put the middle frame back in. It's kind of, again, it should fall right into place, but sometimes you do have to kind of like wiggle it around to see where it fits perfectly. Especially with the L button, you can kind of see here. This is the easiest part to align it with, in my opinion. Just kind of like align it there, and then you can carefully place it on top of everything. You should see the little joystick thingy there. And then you reinsert the 3 gold screws that kept the previous middle part together, which are the sneaky one here. It's a nice one to do first, because then you will know that it's aligned properly. There we go. Sneaky one in the corner. Have I watched the Sonic movie? I have not. I have not. Did you break the controller yet? What? You guys think I broke it? I didn't break it, guys. I know what I'm doing. And one goes here. Wait for it to fall into place, and then screw it back in. And same goes for the last one. Should go here. You can kind of see the middle frame is now attached. Really nice. You can reinsert the battery then. And this one, it doesn't really have a sticky part. So we might want to glue it on a little bit with a little bit of sticky tape. I'm gonna put a little strip of sticky tape in there for the battery to hold on to. Take the top part off. Whoop. There we go. And we reinsert the battery. You can see how it fits in. This is the easiest way, although you can also do it this way, but I think this one was inserted this way, so we might as well put it back that way. Careful. Now you can see it sticks on perfectly. And then, ooh, you can kind of see that if you put this back and carefully hold it, that this is how it should work. Anyway, we're gonna put the top on in a bit, or the back, I guess. But this one goes to the back first, so we gotta carefully, we will like reinsert it like kind of weirdly. But before we do that, we want to work on the back side. We have the little back button. I don't know if I have a gold one for this one. I don't think we do. So we're gonna reinsert the black one that we had in the back. This one, this little button. I don't have a gold one for that, so that's just gonna be the black button in the back. It's the button you press to release your Joy-Cons from Joy-Con jail. And then this is the part that we should be putting back in, like so. I'm gonna turn it my way so I can see it better. Ooh, sorry for the camera movement. Carefully twist it around. Make sure it fits the little holes here. And that is where one more screw goes. Remember the first screw that we took out? Is it on? Ooh, it's on this side. It's a little silver one. It should be the last silver one you have left. Why does it not fit there? Come on. Oh my goodness. The stress I feel. Immeasurable. Immeasurable. It might be too short of a screw for this one. I don't know why. Ah, there we go. It should be... Hello? Why are you not reattaching yourself? Why is that so annoying? Why is that so annoying? Why is that so annoying? Why is it so annoying? It's not reattaching itself. Speak up. Dang it. Okay. Get back in. Get back in there. You're supposed to stay there. Okay, I'm gonna take that screw back out. Yep. Try to reattach it there. Come on. Sometimes when your screws don't work like they used to before, it just doesn't want to do what you want. Come on, you are inserted the right way. Why won't you? This is that same silver screw that okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use one of the new silver screws that we got with the set. Because this doesn't want to cooperate with me. Yeah, that screw. It's the one that was supposed to hold it all together. I'm gonna grab a new silver one. There will be one new silver screw in there. One new one. This is why we have extras, exactly. I need an iFixit sponsorship, I wish. I wish. Come on. You're not gonna do this to me too. Are we... Hello? Why? Why is it doing this to me? Come on, silver screw. Get in there. Why does it not want to do anything? It's a silver screw, right? Can't be that it's not a silver one. I'm gonna check the video real quick. But it can't not be a silver screw. No, it's definitely a silver one. Then why are you not getting in? Why do you not want to insert yourself? This is very annoying. It is aligned properly. What is the problem? What is your problem? Why? 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 Do you want to stay in here but not in here? Let me test something. Okay. It will screw in there. It should work. Let me check it again. Ooh, come on. Just do what I ask of you. Why is this so hard for you? Why do you not want to insert yourself and be a good little screw? Why won't you screw? That's literally what you were made for. I think I misaligned this button. Now it should be in place. I think that's what I did wrong. Yeah, I think that might be it. I think I see what I did wrong. It was on me after all. Oh, maybe not. Are you gonna screw in now or not? Dude, just, oh. Are you screwing in? Oh yeah, you are. Okay, sick. But not deep enough, question mark? You should go deeper. Okay, I'm gonna try the old screw once more. The original screw, the original boy. Oh, okay. The original boy is in. We're good. Now we can carefully close her up. Make sure that these parts fit beautifully. There we go. And then what we gotta do is we gotta swap out the bit again, because we're gonna reinsert the black screws. I might actually use the new ones for this, just in case my friend wants to reopen them. It shouldn't be like the old black screws that are like so easy to strip. So we are going to insert new black screws. Oh, these are not Y-tip. Okay. The new black screws that we got with it, they don't have the Y-tip. They have the plus one. So that's the only difference. It's not like you're gonna see that, but I just want to put in screws that are not that easy to strip. If she did want to take them apart again, we could. Or if I made a mistake now and we find that out and I need to reopen it up, I can still do that easily. So we screw back in these ones. Don't make them too tight. It's okay. Closed is closed. Carefully. And then we're going to test them out. Test out the Joy-Con in a second on my Switch. And it should all be okay. There's one more thing I'm going to do off stream, and that is change the color thing on the Switch as well, so it shows the right color, but I don't have that live with me right now, and it takes a while, so we're not going to do that on stream. That's not the focus of this stream. Look at that! You can feel the stuff. I see one thing though that I don't like to see here, which is the little sticky tape that I put on is visible. So if I can pull that out, that'd be great. There we go. It's a sticky tape I put on the back of the little dust cover, but it's all good now. All buttons feel like they work. Okay, let's test it out. Let's test it out. That's how it looks right now. Let's see if it works, shall we? Well, it feels very sturdy. I'm gonna attach the, not this one. I'll attach my own purple one. You can see my Switch. Oh, I did mess something up. Oh, dang it. Okay, guys. I gotta reopen them. It works perfectly. But I can see the thing that I did wrong. Something moved on the inside. We want to fix that. You can't see it on stream, but I saw it. We're gonna reopen them. Just fix it. We better play Suika to test it. We can test them at the end. I can maybe play a little bit of Suika. Gotta be careful about the like reflecting surfaces and stuff though. What moved? The little dust cover behind the joystick moved. Which is hell because that means we're gonna take apart almost the entire thing. Did I take apart this one? Wait, where's the last screw? Here. Kind of lost it. The little dust cover moved. When I put it all together, I saw the little white tape that I put behind it stick out. So I think that moved, but you can see it here. So we're gonna have to take that apart again. Should be okay. It shouldn't be too hard. It's just gonna be a hassle. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I'm gonna reinsert my own Joy-Con, by the way, so I don't accidentally do stuff on my Switch. Okay. Well. Yippee. That's great. Okay. And I reattached everything with like stickiness. Oh god. Freaking dust cover. Joystick is once again not making joy, honestly. We can be a little bit faster with this one because now it's just all we gotta do is take off the joystick. Oh, and this one. Ugh. Is this one? Can we take it off like that? Nope. Gotta take this one off too, I think. I think I gotta take the entire L button out. Okay. We'll do it the proper way because I don't want to damage it. We gotta be patient. You all know that patience is my middle name. I'm a very patient person. Yeah, it's always the thing 5 layers deep too, honestly. Oh, it's okay. It's not like it's unfixable, it's just a little bit of a hassle to go back in. As long as we don't have to like reattach the mainframe, it should be fine. As long as those freaking buttons don't move. But they won't. It's just, you're gonna see what moved immediately. See? The dust cover came off. It moved. It moved, it moved. Okay. I'm gonna cut a new piece of tape and put it on. Make sure that it sticks this time. Double-sided tape. Oh, pull it. Oop. Pull off the top cover thingy. And carefully realign it. Ooh, stay. Come on, you friggin'. Okay. Should be good now. Thought your middle name was Epic. Thought your middle name was Pro Gamer. That too, of course. All of that. I have multiple middle names. Did you guys not know? Of my multiple middle names. I just gotta screw everything back in now, and then it should be fine. Oh, we got it. It's okay. Shouldn't be too hard. It's just a bit of an annoying occurrence. All I gotta check real quick, because I forgot which one goes where. Okay, it's also silver. I was like, is this one silver or gold? It do be silver. Okay, didn't mess it up. Okay, now reinsert the L button. Rip. Luckily not the ZL, because I hate that one. Although this one now doesn't want to cooperate either, so that's great. Come on. Okay. We're all good. Yes. Yes, okay. And now... no, don't put the battery back. You gotta put this one back first. I'm gonna quickly check. Yeah, disc cover's looking good now. Okay. Okay. Gold screws. Go back in. One in the corner here. And the two in the corners here. Thunk. There we go. And then put back the battery. This one, did it fall out? Wait a minute, did this one fall out? What the heck? The fucking silver screw. I didn't take that one out. I wouldn't. Oh my god, it did. Okay. 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 You might win, silver screw. You might win. I'll take a different one. Come on. I hate that silver screw. Why does it not want to do what I want it to do? Why? Why is it being so stupid? Why is it being such a bitch? Why are you being such a bitch? I'm gonna check one thing. Okay. It should still be this one. Yeah, that's all aligned properly, so can't be that one. Should be here, it can only fit here. I think the hole might be fucked. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check my screws. Ah! And take the longest one I can find that is not black. And see if we can screw that one in. Does this classify as a gold screw? Probably. Probably. I mean, it's longer than the previous one, so... might fit in better. I don't know. This is just loose. The screw is loose. Can't go deeper than that. This is so weird. Why does it not want to screw on? I genuinely do not understand why this one screw is not cooperating. Is there something I'm missing? Is there something I'm doing wrong? What is happening here? What is going on? That is how it's supposed to look. I'm just gonna check. POV, you work at the Nintendo Repair Center. ASMR. Is it though? I dropped the silver screw again. It should be... I don't understand why it's not attaching. Like, did I not properly align it? It almost can't really be the case because it's aligned perfectly. It can't be aligned any other way, so it has to fit. I don't understand. But I am afraid that if I close it up like this, it will fall out eventually. We don't want that to happen. Okay. I'm gonna do another unorthodox thing, which is see if maybe one of the black screws can save us. I think the answer is no. No, the answer is no. That doesn't go deep enough, or it doesn't go, the hole is not deep enough. Make of that what you will. We have some longer screws, but I don't understand why they don't want to fit. If you stick the screw through the side button panel, it should be long enough to reach the button. As we can see that it should be long enough. but I just don't understand why it's not working. I'd happily stick it in here either, too. And I could attach it on this side. No, that also doesn't work. I thought maybe because there's another hole there that is unused, but that doesn't really work. I'm gonna try one thing. I'm gonna try one thing. I just want to see. Oh, it's the shell. It's the shell. Because it does fit on the blue one. It's the shell. The problem is the shell. Problem is with the shell. Yeah, that's just loose. It doesn't really go in when I use this one either. Okay. Minor issue. Let's see, how are we gonna fix this? No, it doesn't matter. It's not like the gold ones are longer than the ones I have in there. I thought maybe I can swap a gold and a silver one. But the ones that I got with the set are all silver. And they vary in length. Some are longer, so they would serve as a gold screw. I thought maybe that would work, but it's the... It's a bit hacky, but you could use tin foil or something similar. Yeah, I think I will do that. Just a second. It's a really tiny piece. Feels very unorthodox to do. And just like put it on top and then screw into that, right? Something to pat into the threads, yeah. Maybe if I put it in between, would that work? Am I gonna be able to do that? Wait, maybe if I take another piece, just like make it small enough so it fits, but also not too small, so you can kind of hold it there. I'm gonna see if this works. It would be a nice fix if it works. This feels illegal. This feels illegal. Okay. Ah! Dang it. I need both my hands free. Okay. We're gonna try to bend this around it. Oh. Bend this around it. Okay, stay there. Stay. Stay with me, chat. Stay. Okay. Now, you little motherfucker. Okay. 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 It is strong, it is secure. And now we're gonna stick in a screw. I don't think it works. Nope. Did screw through this. I think we need a thicker piece. Dang it! The golden rule, if it looks dumb but it works, it's not dumb. Yeah. I thought the rule was if it looks dumb but it works, then leave it the fuck alone. I think both work, yeah. I always think the first one, yeah. The if it looks dumb but it works, it's not dumb. Okay, we're gonna try again. Yeah. Come here. Come here and fold yourself around it. Just do what I want you to do. Please. I ask one thing of you. Stay. I said stay. I said stay. Oh my god. This thing is gonna activate my hole. I'm going black hole. Oh my goodness. I'm going black hole over this. Dang it. Really annoying that this just doesn't want to work with me. Other than this part, it went well. Went really well. Me wondering why people leave me the fuck alone. No! You can't just say that. You can't, like, play that. Do that play. Okay. I'm just gonna try to screw this in. See if it works. Come on. Get in frickin' place. It's not working, guys. It's not working. It's not working. You can see that the screw does reach the foil, but it's not really working. Maybe if I just stick this in then. What if I just make it like really tiny? If I just make it like a tiny, tiny little thingy and I stick that in. It's like a little pretend screw, you know? A little pretend. Okay, that's too big. Make a smaller one. Make a smaller one. We're gonna make like a pretend screw to see if we can kind of like fill up that hole a little bit. Because it would be so nice if it just fit. I'd want it to fit. Okay. 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 Okay, I put stuff in the hole. Okay. Let's see if it wants to work now. Take the screw. Put it on the screwdriver. If you have any other screws, you could use a mildly thicker one. Yeah. I don't really have a thicker one. Oh! I think this might work. It works. I think it works. I think it's secure. Not as secure as I wanted it, but I think it's secure enough that it won't fall out, at least. I think it's secure enough. So I think we can... Oh. It was not secure enough, guys. It was not secure enough. Okay, wait. It was not secure enough. Dang it. Okay, I have another idea. I have another idea that might work. This might be even more stupid, but I think this might work. Remember that double-sided tape? What if? What if I just fold that tape a few times? And put that in between. So it's a little bit sticky and like rubbery, you know? Might stick onto that. Might stick onto that. Who knows? It's like the same, the method that I'm thinking of is like the same method as when you strip a screw. This is too big a piece. When you strip a screw and you want to like fix that by, or still take it out by putting a rubber band in between. So it still like sticks on, kinda. I think that's the method I'm thinking of using. So that's what we're trying here. That's what we're trying to do. I'm just gonna see if that works. Okay. I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys. I wish it would have been better. But the second one should be better, hopefully. Hopefully it will be better. Way too thick once again. Payload secured, but it was not secured. I lied to you guys. It was all a lie. Oh no, a longer stream, how awful. You guys enjoying this, enjoying my suffering. Enjoying my suffering, huh? I see, I see. I think maybe just one layer will be enough, actually. Just looking at it, I'm like, maybe I don't even need to like twist it and be like, do something very complicated. Maybe just one layer. Maybe just one layer. I treat this like a VLR room. Or trying to get the golden file, honestly. All this just because I wanted to reopen it up because the freaking dust cover came off. Okay. I'll fold it in half twice so it's a little bit thick. And then I'll put it on. I mean, the plus side is that it's sticky, so it will kind of stick on. Hopefully. Okay. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. I know this is very big and sticky, but okay. Feels a lot more secure already. Okay, screw. Don't fuck me over this time. Why? Why do you not want to stay? I don't think this is working, guys. I'm not sure. It's not working. It's once again not working. Even the stickiness won't work. Dang. Oh god. I don't have a wider screw than this. The only thing I could try honestly. Okay, wait. I'm gonna get the screw and the stickiness out. Sticky tape that I put in. It's easier probably to pull from the other side. It just sticks to the top and not to the bottom. Alright, got it out. There's one last thing I could do, which is, once again, we're gonna try black screw. Are these the old ones? No. Okay, we're gonna try one of the black screws. I know it's too long, but maybe if it does want to work though. Nope. Nope. It does not want to work. Okay. Okay, this is a minor challenge. Alright. Okay. A mini safe would be very good VLR merch. Honestly, I would like that. I would like that. I'm gonna try the aluminum foil again. I'm gonna have to try it again. I just hope that this works. One day. One day it should work, right? is it not doing what I want it to do? This is so annoying. Okay. I'm gonna try this once more. With aluminum foil on top. A lot of it this time. Just make that hole tighter, please, my guy. I ask only one thing of you. A very simple request. A very simple request. The button fell out. The back button fell out. Oh god, where is the back button? Where did it go? Where is the black back button? It's right here. Oh my goodness. Imagine I didn't see that in time and I had to redo this. This would be hell. But I saw it in time. My little piece of aluminum foil came out though. Okay. We gotta make it better. Stick it in. Stick that in. Just work with me here. You want it so that as you screw the foil packs into the hole. Yeah. Which sounds a little too funny. But it's not funny at all. It's not doing what I want it to do. Just, please, I ask one thing of you, and it is to insert yourself here and just stay there. Okay. Screw prepared. We're prepping everything. Hopefully it works. Please let me have this. God fucking damn it. Riri wants one thing and it's disgusting. Women want only one thing and it's terrible. It's to screw the hole. There's another thing I could do. There's one more thing that I have in mind, which also sounds unhinged. But it might be our last resort. If this doesn't work out. Okay, I'm pushing it on real hard. Okay, this okay. We're getting somewhere. Please, please, please. I don't like that sound. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Don't prove I'm right. Please, please, please. When I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you, don't embarrass me, motherfucker. Please, please, please. The aluminum foil technique is not working, guys. I have one more option. I have one more idea that could potentially work. Okay. I dropped something and I think it's the back button. It is, but I found it. Okay. There's one more thing I can do, which is, and this is going to be the most unhinged part, glue, let it dry, and then screw into it. But before I do that, I'm gonna check with my friend. Okay? So I'm gonna text them. Just a second. Okay. I asked friend. So I'm checking with them. It'd probably work. I think it would work if I just fill this tiny thingy with glue and let it dry. It should work. Okay, she said yes. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get my industrial glue out. And I didn't really expect to do this, but you know, this is fine. This is okay. It is glue that never ever comes off though, so it should be fine. Do I still have that bottle? The pin? Hello? Where is my tin of industrial glue? Hello? Hello, blue? Okay, not a tin, but I do have another one that is probably glued shut, but I'm gonna try to open it anyway. Okay, that's glued shut. This little thing is glued shut. Yeah, that's not gonna open anytime soon. All right. I did not toss out the whole can, did I? Where is my tin of glue? Okay, I'm gonna check one more box I have here. Oh God. Oh. fuck is my tin? Of industrial style glue. Alright. Change of plans. Change of plans. Change of plans. Once more. Hot glue is also plastic. So, you guys were joking about the hot glue, but it might actually be what saves us. As long as it fills the hole. Alright, hot glue, don't fail me now. Okay. It do be warming up. We got it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's warming up. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. We tried everything. What a terrible, terrible fix. Not this one though. I should keep this one out for a second as we put the glue in. How much glue do we need to fill the black hole? Not a lot. Not a lot. Just a little drop of glue should be enough. It doesn't need to be a lot, so... If we can just... We can just warm up. Okay, it's warming up. It's getting warmer. It's getting warmer. I'm not impatient, it's fine. Okay. Well, how do you guys like this tutorial? It's not a tutorial. It's not going as well as I hoped it would. But it's okay. It's okay. For the red one, it should go better. I hope that the other shell is a little bit steadier when it comes to that hole. It does look fairly big on this side too. But we shall see. I mean, if this works, we just know how to fix it, so... That should be okay. You know what I feel like? Have you guys also been bombarded with little videos about videos from Death Becomes Her the musical? Because I have, and I am obsessed. But I feel like the guy in that one song that is I feel like Ernest in the song where he tries to explain how he's gonna fix the women. I feel like him right now. It's just like I need clay, and I need this, and I need this unhinged thing, and I need this unhinged thing. And that's how I feel right now. Okay, this is not gonna stick. It's not hot enough yet. Not hot enough yet. You haven't, and you have no idea what it is, but you still want to watch along. There's a movie that we might be able to watch, but there's no musical recording yet. I just keep seeing some things on TikTok, and also the soundtrack is out on Spotify, so that's cool. But it's real fun. If you guys are not familiar with Death Becomes Her, it's a musical now, but it started out as a movie. It was just a movie in which there's two women. One is an actress, and the other is a writer, and they are kind of like frenemies. They pretend to like each other, but the only thing they want to do is like kind of like, you know, tease each other into believing that one is better than the other. So that's what they do all the time. And then they end up the actress ends up like marrying the, I mean, ex-fiance then of the other woman. So she obviously gets very upset. And they, this is not sticking. And they, bruh. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Sure, I'll do it again. And then they both want to stay young and beautiful, so they take a potion of eternal youth, both of them, separately. And that makes them immortal. And they cannot be killed, nor can they die. The only rule is that they have to keep their bodies, like, kind of in pristine condition. So what ends up happening is they end up killing each other, but because they're immortal, they don't die, but their bodies start rotting away anyway. So it's not working, guys, it's not working. So they gotta, like, keep their bodies in good shape as their bodies are rotting away. And because the guy that they both tried to marry is a plastic surgeon, they're like, you gotta help us. They kind of force him to help them. And they try to make him take the potion as well, but it's not, he doesn't want to, and it doesn't work the way they want to, so unfortunately for them, he doesn't take it. And then they end up together. They have to stay together and, like, take care of each other, which is about the most toxic thing they could have done. But the musical looks so good, and it has songs that I want to sing so bad that I'm like, dang, it's like, oh, I want to see the musical so bad. And one of my friends is probably going, and I'm so jealous. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna push it on. Hi, Hazel. Death Becomes Her, such a fun movie. I want to see the musical so bad. I want to see the musical so bad. I want to see the musical so bad. The songs are so good. They're so funny. And the line delivery is just so good. I really like it. Also, Hazel, don't look at my ways of fixing this issue. I forgot to insert the freaking button. Oh my god, I'm fucking dumb. I'm stupid as hell. Okay. Okay, so we do have to put this one in first. And then put the glue on. The glue is not gonna stick because it's freaking plastic. So you can just pull it out. I can just pull it out like that. I hate it here. I hate it here. Close my eyes, take off my glasses, please. Please. Anyway, the Death Becomes Her songs are really good. And I want to sing them so bad. Even though they're, again, like, really hard to sing and, like, high-pitched and everything, but... Oh, if only I had my industrial glue! Did I toss out the tin that it came in? I'm starting to think I might have, but I don't know why I would have done that, or where I would have put it. Why would I have tossed that out? It's industrial glue that I need right now. Okay, next option we have is... I also have wood glue. And I know wood glue is not... shouldn't attach to stuff like that, but... we can try it anyway. Okay. Okay. We close it up. Tired, but you have a long weekend. You're doing better than me right now. Probably. I'm slowly going insane. Really going crazy over this fucking Joy-Con. Okay. What I'm gonna do is like screw this in like that. And I'm gonna let it sit like that for a while. We're gonna do the second one. I'm gonna let it sit like that and see if that works. I'm gonna let it sit and we'll see if it works. And we're just gonna do the second one because I don't wanna spend another hour trying to fix this when we might not even be able to. So I'm gonna put these screws here and then we'll use the other side of this. So we're gonna do the other one. Okay, back at it again. Back at knowing what I'm doing, okay? Back to the Y-shaped thingy. I'm gonna see if this one is kinder to us. Open it up. See if the red one does want to work with us. Test the shell for the same problem first. That might be a good idea, actually. That might actually be very smart. We might indeed do that. It's this side, I assume. Right? No, it's the side next to the... Wait, I gotta check real quick. Yeah, it's this one, okay. It's this one. Oh, I don't have the right screwdriver, of course. No. But it looks like it would fit one. It does look like it would fit one. Alright. Should be okay. It didn't slide in like that, so it should be fine. Alright. Come on. Come on, please. And there we go. So we're just gonna do the second one and hope for the best. I think it will be fine. I think it should be all right. All right, let's take this baby apart. We'll see the differences between the right and the left one. Ta-da! Have our first part. Just open it up. Opened up! Let's go! Folds open nicely, huh? I like how it folds open. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. And take a little sip of my water. Then we gotta change the screwdriver head and remove the little side part. So we're gonna take this part again and take out that little the side buttons. Silver screws there. Should come off. Want to keep that black button, and this is the red one. Toss it aside. We don't need that anymore. What we're gonna do immediately is change out these buttons now that it's super easy to do. I'm gonna change up these. because it's probably the fastest way to change them to the gold ones. So we don't have to think about them anymore later on. So take out these. It's the SL one. Change it to the gold one. And this one, change it as well. Push them in. Really make sure that they fit well. There we go. And then reattach the gold screws. Because then we don't have to worry about these later. It's like the easiest part. It's easier to do it now than later on, like we did with the blue one. It's one. And number two. Carefully insert it again. There we go. Ta-da! Now we should have the back buttons all done. Alright, maybe this side needs a little bit more to be inserted a little bit better. So I do want to take it apart just a little bit to see if I reach under there and kind of push it in a little bit more. Have it stay on the other side a little bit better. I'm gonna open it up once more, just so the buttons are really in there well enough, because I have a feeling that this one is not exactly doing what I want it to do. Press it in a little bit better. Hoping that that helps a bit with everything. Just making it fit a little bit better. And then we, carefully. Carefully put it back. There we go. Feel the little click. And we screw the screws back in. These gold screws are my favorite, man. They are so comfy to screw back in. They are just doing their job. No complaints there from me. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. All right. We got these replaced immediately. It was a lot easier. I thought it will just be nice to do these now so we don't have to worry about them later. We did save the little back button, this one though, because, you know, you gotta need that later on. But we're gonna remove the battery again. Again, gotta be a little bit careful with that one because it might have some stickiness. Ooh, this one is a little stickier than the previous one. This one's definitely a little stickier. You can feel that it's stickier. You can also see that here the battery is attached to what we will see in a bit is the reader here. You can see this part under the rumbler. This is that part that reads, like in Ring Fit, it reads your heart rate, and it reads amiibos, I think, as well. I'm not sure. It's like the sensor. And carefully try to whip this one out with my little ukulele / guitar pick. But it's really sticky. There we go. That was a really sticky one. Sticky situation. You can see this little part that's the little piece for the reader. We're gonna also have to take out. So we gotta carefully do that. And then we'll have to remove these screws again. These gold screws in the middle piece to take it out. That's the main difference, that it has that. You gotta be careful of that ribbon cable there for the Z button. And there we go. And then we should be able to carefully pull this out. Kind of want to disengage this button already. You could also take it out here if you wanted to, but I don't want to. I can see these little points. This is what the little extra stuff here is for. We might want to insert that in the new one as well, but we will see. It needs that. We're gonna carefully pull this one out. This is like a scary part because of the ribbon cable. So I'm trying not to put pressure on my right hand and only on my left, so when I pull out that button, it's not gonna damage the ribbon cable. You find this part scary? Yeah, it is quite scary. I hate taking out that button. It's the worst part. Okay, button's gone. Good. Good riddance. Save the springs. And then we can take out this little screw. And don't have to worry about that ribbon cable as much. If we can carefully... If you carefully want to come off, please. Could you release yourself, please? Release yourself from Joy-Con prison, please. Please. Remove yourself from the prison, which is this Joy-Con. Please. Thank you. There we go. This piece, you can see there's some sticky things here. This piece, we can take a look at that if you want. It's just a little foam piece that makes it a little thicker. You can reinsert that later if you want to. That's all good. So, yeah. Now we have this. Again, it looks very scary, doesn't it? We're gonna take the mainframe out and the joystick out as well. It looks a little different than the previous one, huh? But it's okay. We'll get it done. It will be done wonderfully. Here we have some gold screws. The Joy-Con joystick. Take that one out. Take that one out. Basically just... Oh! And the L button came out on its own. That's fine. That's alright. Carefully want to remove that frame. Ooh. Are we being sticky again? I would like us not to be sticky. I would like us not to be sticky. Maybe we gotta remove the rumble part first. Might be easier to remove the rumbler first instead. Oh god. Just the parts that are sticky, it's kind of scary because I'm like, what if it, you know, what if I rip it apart? Should be okay. Just carefully stick the little guitar pick underneath. So we wiggle it loose. Maybe on the other side as well. Ah, I hear glue coming loose. The glue is loose. Okay, we got this part gone. Alright, perfect. Careful, careful, because it is attached to that very thin mainframe that I would like to take out, please. You gotta help it a little bit. Careful, careful with it though. Ah, it was a little sticky on that side. Come on, Joy-Con. Come loose. Oh, goodness. Ah, that's the buttons. That's the buttons all coming loose. Come on, Joy-Con. Once again, the joystick that is not giving me joy right now. And this part, I carefully need to take out the sensor. And that is also sticky. I carefully take out the sticky sensor part. This is so scary. This is like the scariest part. There we go. It's the sticky part. And there's another ribbon cable connected to this part. There we go. Carefully taking it all apart. There we go. Oh. Whew, worst part. The glue coming off is so satisfying though. It is, but the sticky parts also stress me out quite a bit. I get stressed out over them as well. Okay. The buttons can be gone. We have a lot of loose parts, as you can see. Again, it looks a lot scarier than it is. It's really fun. You can see the buttons here. You can feel that that's where you press them. That's where you press your buttons. Okay. Now we have everything loose. The goose is loose. We got it. We got everything loosened up. It's scary, isn't it? Kind of scary. Oh my goodness. Oh, this part always stresses me out. Part always stresses me out. We're gonna take this dust cover off too, and then set this aside, and it's time to prep the front piece again. So we can put the dust cover back probably like immediately. Just want to quickly check how it should be aligned. Okay, should be aligned like so. This one is still plenty sticky, so it should not go anywhere, unlike the other one. Okay, immediately it moves. That's great. We love to see it. Okay. Secured. Now, we put the buttons in, and this time we gotta pay attention to where we put the buttons. I think the home button is really fun to put in because it goes in like its a little like personal home, which is this. It goes in this thing, and I think that's so cute. Look at that. It's so satisfying. It's really satisfying to put the home button in there. And then it goes in there. And, oh, wrong cover. And we put the cover back on. And you have your little, ooh, 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 ooh. You have your little home button. There we go. Now, the plus button, not minus, we did minus before. The plus button should be quite easy to insert. It shouldn't really pose any problems. A little cover on there. And now the A, B, X, and Y. That's the most stressful one. X and B are easiest to put in because they just go on top and on the bottom. So this is the X one. So we put the X button in this way. X. And then B. And then you gotta remember where A and Y go. You kind of have to mirror it in your head because we're doing it upside down now, or mirrored. So when you flip it around, the A button is going to be here and the Y button is going to be there. So we want to put them in the right position. That's the only thing that I kind of stress out about. I don't think they fit otherwise, but still, it's kind of, I don't know. The notches will tell you that it does or doesn't fit, but still. It feels like so easy to do wrong. I'll put this little cover back. And then we have the dust cover back on already. So, now we just need to reinsert some scary parts. I gotta flip this all around. Oop. Hold this like this. Yeah. Cute. And put this frame back in, which still has a little bit of sticky residue there. Ooh. I gotta push it in. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. This button doesn't want to stay. But I want it to stay. Okay. Oh. Dang it. Ah! It doesn't want to stick. Ah. Again, the buttons. Ugh. Ugh. Such a hassle. This one is the hardest. This is the hardest part, I think. But it should be fine. Carefully. And then we should put the rest of it back. Ah. Flip it over. We gotta be careful with everything because again, it's like fragile stuff that we're working with and it's scary. Okay. Put this one back. Maybe it sticks still. Not really. That's okay. Put the rumbler back. With the rumbler on top, it should stick. Ah, be gone, you guys. There. And then we can carefully push the Joy-Con part, the joystick part back in. I swear I know what these parts are called. Ah, my favorite part. The buttons are moved again. Yippee. I hate this. No, it's fine. But the parts here, they move very easily. Because I don't want to take everything apart again, what I'm going to do is kind of like reach in there. Try to put the buttons back in their rightful place. Kind of like wiggling them around. It's the same issue that we had on the previous one, where the buttons start moving as soon as they touch the table. So you gotta be careful with that. This is why tweezers are really useful. Or if you have really small fingers, I think it might be possible, but I don't know. Might be really hard still. I gotta check on the other frame, I think. I gotta check on the black frame that's underneath. Because there's a black frame underneath that is kind of stuck to the dust cover now. Okay, we're gonna have to take this out again because the dust cover is once again coming loose. as you can see. We're gonna tape that dust cover back again. Some double-sided tape. Because apparently it needs it. So we're gonna reattach some double-sided tape. I have some still. I'll make really tiny cuts. Oh! Fell right there. Oh my god, it was just the paper. I already thought, like, wow, it cuts so easily. But we can use this. No problem. Just have to pull it off like this. And put it back on where the sticky part should go. You can see on this one that the sticky part should be at the little tabs that stick out a little bit. So it's just nice to kind of reattach those. And have it stick well again. Ah. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ah. No. Sticky tape was stuck. To me. To me. Mama. Ooh. I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Carry on, carry on. So nothing really matters. Oh, I gotta cut it smaller. It's too large. I find the sticky parts the worst part actually to work with. Because sticky parts and springs are the hardest to work with because they're so, I guess, tough to get right and tough to, you know, like reinsert properly. Okay. Put it back this way. Make sure that it fits the little nibs there, and then press it on where it should be attaching itself. There and there. Okay. Perfect. Now, the buttons are all good. They shouldn't move. Stop moving. And this part should go in this way. It's kind of hard because it needs to be flipped. But we can kind of see where it needs to go. So as long as we're very careful about it. It's easier to flip it this way. So let's just do that and carefully put it back. Ooh. Ooh. Carefully put it back. There. Ah. Stay on. Dust cover, stay on. And we can put back this part. The little sensor. Ooh. Carefully. There we go. If we put the main frame back first, everything will be easier to place. Careful though. You can see this kind of already wants to be in place. And then don't stick these together. Rumble part goes back in. Back in your designated spot. There we go. And the rumble part really holds this down as well. So that's good. Okay, buttons are good. Everything's good. Now we put the joystick back in. I swear I know the name of the thing. I swear I just know what the parts are called. I'm just a little dumb. Okay. Whew. Well, now that it's all back in, we can carefully start screwing things back in. First, 2 silver screws that go into the mainframe, or the motherboard, if you will. The mommy board. This one. Ooh. Careful. Careful. Oh my god. Stay in your lane. There we go. Okay. And now, whew, oh, stressful. But now we can screw back in the joystick. I'm so done with myself. I swear I know the words. It's like when I was playing Princess Peach. I was playing Princess Peach Showtime, and I kept calling it Super Princess Peach. I'm such a boomer. Man. Okay. Reinsert the joystick. There we go. I'm gonna check real quick if the dust cover is alright. Yep. Should all be good. Okay. So we don't make the same mistake that we did before. Okay, rumbler. Stay here, please. Thank you. Alright. Woohoo! Now, the middle piece. The middle piece. The middle piece. We should start by screwing this piece back on. The L button. Don't forget about the L, or R button in this case. Don't forget about the R. Don't forget about the R button. It needs to be reinserted as well. So we put the little spring back on. Put it here. Feels good. Feels good to the touch. Okay. The middle piece. Careful with the battery. Can stay on top. Put back in the 2 silver screws. Or 1. Is it just 1? Oh, it might be just 1 actually. It's 1. I think it's 1. Real quick checking. Yes. Okay, now my be-hated part. Reinserting the Z button. Oh. First, putting the strings back. I'll put the second one back with the tweezers. There we go. And then the cool gold button. The button. Okay. Nope. That didn't go in the way I wanted it to. Yippee. Again, there's these... Okay, there's these little thingies here. These two. They have to fit onto the springs, and then... Ah! The springs really like to get loose. Until they're like secure. Once they're secure, they're really secure, but before they're secure, that's kind of a little battle. It's a little bit tough to get them there. And they will come loose as you try to attach them properly. Come on. There we go. Check real quick if the springs are secure. Yep. You can like see it. Oh, hardest part done. Hardest part done. Thank goodness. I hate that part. Anyway, middle part is in. That's good. So now, now, we can carefully put this one back. This baby back in. Reinsert the screws. Before we do the battery, insert the screws. There are 3 gold screws that should go in here. Oh, there's a silver one stuck to my screwdriver. Can you see it? It's because it's magnetic. Goodbye. There we go. Another gold one. Whoop. The one in the corner. Let's do that one. There's always a sneaky one. Always a sneaky little sneakster. Hey, where's my last gold screw? Oh, hidden in the box. Hidden on the tray? Box? Tray? I don't know, what would you call it? A box or a tray? And you gotta be careful of that ribbon cable here with this one. Reinsert it. Oh, kind of feel if it's secure. There we go. And then reinsert the battery. Is it still sticky, or should we put a little bit more stickiness on it? I think we should make it a little more sticky ourselves, so we can do that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, John, everything you open up is ruined forever. Really? Oh, this one is not properly inserted. It needs to go... I need to be a bit careful about this. It can go in this little maze thingy, kind of. You see? And it goes in here. This tiny little hole. Put it back in there. Carefully. I don't want to use the tweezers because again it's like metal stuff. Metal tweezers, so I'm trying to use my nails. There we go. There we go. And then carefully put it there. There. Should be secure. Okay. Putting the battery back. Let me see what fits best. That fits best, so that, and we'll take off this. Never take out the battery with metal tweezers because that could like short circuit your whole thing and then you can never use it again. You will break your switch. Okay, this baby is not inserted properly, so come on, just do what I want. Thank you. There we go. Okay. It should be very flush fitting, so very nicely fitting. That should be it. Then the back button that we saved, we should put it back in the back, taking the back out. And then, and then we're gonna put this back, and hopefully this one does fit. I would like for it to fit. That would be great. Silver screw. Please just fit this time. Nice. Okay, that's a much better one. And now we can close her up carefully. And ooh, let's be a little careful with it. See if we can fit everything in. Hello? Could we fit on this side too, please? Thank you. There we go. There we go. And now all we have to do is just screw everything back on. We're going to quickly check that dust cover again. Yup. Move that joystick a little bit. See, that dust cover is doing well. The buttons are doing well. They all seem to be able to be pressed. Is that how it's supposed to feel? Let me quickly check. Dee. There we go. And these can be pressed. Everything should be good. Okay. All the buttons can be pressed at least. So let's try to insert the new black screws. So we're not using the Y-shaped ones. We're using the new ones, the plus-shaped ones. Alright, that's one. And number two. There we go. Ba-bum. Careful. Try to carefully put it back in so it should work well. I'm trying not to make it too tight, like just, I think I said it on the previous one too, but just tight enough for it to fit well, but not be too tight and like break the shell or anything. Because if you screw it too tight, you might like crack the plastic, which is not a good thing. It's not what you want. Let me check something real quick with my own two eyes. Okay, all good. For a second, I had to look at it and be like, is this all good? But it's all good. Now, last one. Ooh. Please insert yourself the right way. And don't go in sideways. We don't want that. Okay. Look at that. Again, all buttons can be pressed, joystick can be moved. Should be good. So let's take a quick look at them and see if my Switch wants to cooperate with these. Aha! All right, we're all good. Look at that. Isn't she a beaut? Isn't she a beaut? Now we just gotta see if we can fix this one. Hopefully it stays on. I think it worked. So let's just put this one in and also screw it close. Make sure it works. Ooh, careful with that ribbon cable there. Oh, let me check one thing actually. Oh, never mind, it didn't work. Oh man. This truly is the bane of my existence. This one screw, what's wrong with it? The thing that's wrong with it is that this hole is too big. So the screw won't stay in. And I've tried to like glue it, but it's not really staying in. And I know glue doesn't sound like a smart idea, but it would work. It should work. So it should all be fine. Should all be good, but it's just not doing great. Not really what I wanted it to do. It's not great. And I see that ribbon cable here is not really where I want it to be either. Carefully. Okay. I'm gonna fix this one in my own time because the friggin' thing, it keeps falling apart. And I'm gonna have to, I'll probably like ask my friend to like email the company because I think it was just a faulty one. Because it never fit. So that's a little too bad. It didn't fit with the screws that came with it either, so I'll have to fix that later. But for now, I'll hold them in place so you can at least see what it looks like. Because they do look very nice. They look very, very nice. I'll carefully hold them like this. Just kind of like that. Aren't they nice looking? Can press all the buttons. It's all good. Cute! Aren't they cute? I love them. They do look very nice. So yeah, unfortunately we can't really close this one up without it probably getting damaged, so I don't want to close it up right now and damage it. But I'll have to check. But they do look cool, right? They do. I do really like how they look, so I hope that I can get that part fixed and then they will both be perfect. But just look at this one. Isn't it beautiful? With the gold buttons too. They're really pretty, huh? They really are. I really like them. So yippee! 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 Anyway, even though we had some setbacks, that's too bad. I would like to do this again on stream someday and make them look better. Or make them hopefully have a shell that doesn't want to bully us. But, yeah, we're trying. And, as soon as it's finished, I think, I might take a few pictures of it once it's fully done, and then I can post those and make it look nicer. But the idea is really cool. I really like the gold buttons, too, and I just like seeing the insides of these. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, test them out, and then we shall see. Well, I tested them, they work, but also, I mean, I want to do more and see if that works. Who knows, maybe I can do more in the future. They do look really cool. Just ignore that this one is still open because of the frickin' one screw. The frickin' one hole, the screw hole. Just ignore it. Just ignore that. But they do look cool, right? Anyway, tried my best, but yeah, some things are just hard. But oh well, we shall see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. That's gonna be it from me for today. I will be leaving to do, well, other things. No, to rest up. But I hope that you guys had a fun time, and I hope that you guys maybe you learned something. Who knows? Maybe you did. Maybe you learned something about customizing these things, because I think that's a fun time. So yeah, I'm gonna see if maybe... Oh, we're gonna send you guys over to Aku today. Okay, we're gonna send you guys over to Aku, and I hope that you guys have a fun time over there. So I'm just gonna send you guys to her. And I will be seeing you guys again, hopefully, tomorrow for more Zelda Twilight Princess. That's gonna be fun, right? It's gonna be a fun time. I'm excited for it. So I hope you guys are too. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys on the Twitters, the TikToks, the Discords, and the Instagrams. And until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and bye-bye! Bye-bye! Next time will be better. Bye-bye!